Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Froggy Stonks. Somebody's trying to call me from a place I don't know. Anyways, not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. You guys know I've been talking about Hycroft a lot lately with the options chain manipulation and how I've been using it to look at price breakouts and or pullbacks. I was really interested today. Obviously, we just ran 33%. We slapped $1.98, which I said, everybody calm down. On Twitter, I said $2 has a lot of open interest on the call option side. Market makers are going to price fix to keep it below 2. There's nothing below 2 this week that's worth it for them to steal premiums from. So we're sitting right around $2, right? Well, I was looking at AMC and I noticed something super interesting. This last little run we had to $31 or whatever it was, 31, 34 bucks. It looked really familiar. It looked like May of 2021, which is super interesting that they're so close together. Now, on that, we had this really, really crazy takeoff and immediately dragged right back down. And if you go back to May, let me get rid of these stupid lines that don't mean anything. You can see where we had that pump right here. And that is the date of May 13th. I mean, we're a week away from that. So big pump, and then it was drawn back down right before we took off on that massive 72 run in June. We're so close to the same thing right now, it blows my mind. But what I did notice, I was like, okay, the chart looks kind of the same. I see what's happening here. It's the same, but on a much higher level. If we run again like this, it's going to be above 72. But what I did notice, and I looked at again, is the options chain. Now, it's absolutely crazy to see the calls that have been out for May 20th. There's 12,420 open interest on the $30 strike. And there's basically nothing until 40, which is 8,274. But $50 and $60 has 24K and 20.8K. That is a crap ton of open interest on the call options for AMC for the month of May. Am I saying it's going to break out and run? No. But what I'm looking at, to me, tells me that they are setting up to do some covering. And they're using the options chain to try to lure people in to ease that pain instead of knowing that retail's just going to buy and hold shares. Because if you buy and hold shares, they can't manipulate the options chain to try to slap the price down when we get to a certain level. If you're just holding shares and they don't have the incentive to go into the options chain and steal out 24K worth of premiums at $60 and knock the price back down to 30, that's their whole game, you guys. That's why we've been saying no options May, which I changed to hashtag no options to November now because it's freaking working, man. I just see a lot going on with AMC. And look at the next week after that. May 27th, there is nothing. There is nothing going on May 27th on the options chain. The highest open interest I saw was 1,143 at $40. May 20th is absolutely juiced. $60, $50, $40, and $30 strikes with massive open interest. So in my opinion, I do believe my investment strategy is obviously we're going to take a little trip at least to $30. It's just wild. Look at this. There's nothing on May 20th. Nothing worth stealing until $20. So I hope you're in. I hope you're holding. Again, Hycroft has a $2 strike. The calls at $2 for this week have a lot of open interest. So it's worth it for the market makers to try to keep the price below the $2 mark. So they can take those premiums. The only thing that would happen that I cannot predict is that if some whale comes in and just and blows stuff up, like right here, I don't know if this was a glitch because it was right at 8 o'clock this morning, this big ass 2 million volume candle. See, you got banned from Twitter, Sean? That is garbage, dude. Well, you still got YouTube, brother. I'll keep posting shorts and videos. But anyways, yeah, the $2 strike is what's keeping this down because market makers want to take those premiums. Now, if this candle's legit, I think there should be some more upward pressure off of a candle like that via pre-market. If it's not legit, if it's like a Weeble glitch or whatever, I mean, it wicked out all the way up to the top there and came back down normal. My strategy for Hycroft is next week, the strike price with the most open interest that is beneficial for market makers to drop the price below to steal the premiums is $1.50, right? I'm not saying it's going to drop, but my strategy is I'm going to hold what I've got and I'm going to have cash set aside to buy into that pre-$1.50 dip next week. So if it hits $1.50, I'm going to wait. They'll probably take it down, maybe 5 cents or 10 cents below $1.50. I'll buy that dip because the week after May 20th, you've got high open interest out to $2.50. So I think May 20th is going to be a massive, massive week, the May 20th week. There is so much open interest on higher strike prices for AMC and for Hycroft, and I do believe it's because market makers have to start cleaning up some of their short positions, and they're trying to set it up to do it in a controlled manner. So when it starts running and everybody's jumping in and shit's going crazy, everybody's going to be hyped up. Market makers are going to come in and start producing massive failure to delivers to keep the price suppressed. And with AMC, obviously balance their shorts between AMC and the IWM, which is a complete freaking disaster. The IWM is being abused like nobody's business, and Gary Gensler's out just walking around with blinders on. So anyways, that's my strategy. Hycroft mine, I think it's going to stay below $2 for the week up until the expiration date because of the high open interest on the $2 calls on that strike price. Next week, so far what I've seen is $1.50. I think they're going to try to drag this back down from $2 under $1.50, which I don't mind because as long as we're above $1.25, that's great. Our bottom that I saw was $1.25, double bounced. So if it drops below $1.50, I just set cash aside to buy more in that dip to ride it back up to $2.50 the next week, which is May 20th. $2.50 was the strike with the highest open interest that's worth market makers to price fix to steal those premiums. Now, keep in mind, as we go day by day, the options chain changes because of gamblers who want to jump in and try to make a quick buck, which is absolutely destroying AMC and Hycroft and GameStop. The options chain is equivalent to going to the casino and playing blackjack against the house, but the dealer only gives you one card per round. It literally is. For 2 to 3 weeks now, I've almost predicted exactly how these price action is going to move. The only thing I will say is I can't predict when a whale is going to jump in. That could make the price go crazy. That's why you want to hold what you have. If the price drops, use it to average down and build your position over time until we see these hedge funds cover their positions. So super, super happy with what's happened this week in the community. Everybody was buying in at that $1.25, $1.30 range when we were pushing AMC, telling everybody it's bottom. We were looking at the options chain. We created No Options May, and it effing worked, and people made over 30 freaking % just yesterday and after hours on this massive, beautiful run. And I'm guessing we're getting ready to make more. Like I said, next week, I expect a little downward action towards $1.50. I'm going to buy more below that. I think that's going to be our new bottom. And then May 20th, all hell is going to break loose. I think the week of May 20th, AMC and Hycroft something's going to happen and we're going to go bananas. So you guys have a good morning, man. Like I said, everything I say is just my opinion on how I'm playing my strategy. If you want to use it, that is your personal choice. I'm doing my strategy based off of market corruption. No charts, no Wyckoff theories, no fractals. I am specifically looking at how the market makers are using tactics and corruption to manipulate the market, and I am making my plays based around that. So anyways, thanks for coming, guys. I'm going to get out of here, take my dog for a walk, and enjoy the day. You should too. Froggy.